I got one for my client out in Colombia today. It's actually with a retirement agency. They basically help retired people figure out the finances that they have going on, and they're just kind of curious about looking out there and seeing what else is there, and wanted to take a meeting for later this month. It's about 170 users, and they just recently moved everything over to the cloud, so might be looking for someone to support that as well. It should be a pretty good one.
All right, so got 2 appointments today to start off the month. First one is with my client out in Phoenix, Arizona. This is with a design company. First time I spoke to him, talked to the GM over there. He's the one that oversees the relationship with the company they just started working with. It's been about a month since they started with them, but they're not under contract, so it's kind of a month-to-month thing. He wants to see other options and get some pricing from us, so we're going to meet with him next week on Tuesday. And then the other one I got today was for my client out in Myrtle Beach. This is a guy that I actually talked to a few months ago. Said he was happy with the company they were working with. He's the CFO over there, so talked to him again today. And I name dropped my boss over there, and he actually remembered him from the previous company. So the company they're working with now was actually the sales guy at that company. So it kind of worked out. It's kind of funny, but he's definitely open to another option. He wants us as a backup. Made it known that he's not looking to make a switch, but definitely wants some competitive numbers that he can hold on to. So when they do come up for renewal, he has us as that option. So we are going out there on site next Tuesday.
So I got one today for my client up in Vancouver. 90 users, 2 servers, 1 location. Want to see what we had to offer. Should be a pretty good one.
I got one today for my guy out in Jacksonville. It's actually with a medical sales company, and they're kind of looking for more stuff on the security side. They haven't really had anything in place as far as security goes, but was looking for something. They got about 15 users. Totally cloud-based. We set it up for later this month, so it should be a pretty solid opportunity.
I got 2 today. The first one was for my Tulsa client. It was an engineering firm. Their IT manager was currently exploring retiring, and he's training a new IT person right now, and is exploring options, seeing if an MSP can help out that manager. So we're going to go out there next week and help him out. The second one I got was for my Winnipeg client. It was with a nonprofit. They actually used to work with the provider in the past. They switched to an in-house team, but we're open to see what we have to offer in case any projects come out in the future, so we're going out there for an introduction first week of June.
I got an appointment today for my Greensboro, North Carolina client. It was with a country club, spoke with the CFO out there. She said she works with an MSP, but they're month to month. Been working with them since last January. She has 90 workstations, 3 servers, 2 locations. She's open to seeing if we can provide maybe a little bit better services at a lower cost, or we're meeting with her in a couple weeks.
Yeah, grabbed one for my IT client up in Toronto today. Spoke with the IT manager at a pretty big nonprofit. Mentioned that they have a few things in place right now. Is open to a comparison to the vendor they're currently working with. Have somewhere between about 80 to 100 or so users, 1 location. So we're going to be meeting with him late this month. But should be a really good conversation.
All right, it's 11:50. Let's kick this thing off. People will trickle in, I'm sure. But last I looked, we were at like 15. That was maybe an hour ago, like 40 minutes ago. Where are we at now?
16.
16? For lunch. Ryder, go ahead, say it for me.
16 for lunch?
Holy smokes. We're killing it. What do we got? Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's get some good ones. Oh, he's got an appointment.
Yeah, I got an email out here from a tentative appointment I set up a couple days ago, just to get on the guy's radar. He emailed me back. He said, let's do on site tomorrow. About 30 users. They're a seismic energy data processing company, not using an MSP, and we're going out there tomorrow.
Myles?
Yeah.
You had one first one today. What did you have?
Yeah, I got one for Vallejo.
It's a design company. Talked to the GM, who's the KDM there. They started working with an MSP about a month ago. He said that they're not under contract. Would love to hear what we have, since he's kind of the guy that handled the IT there. Has a couple concerns about some things, so we're going to meet with them. More of an introduction, but definitely open to hear what we have. And I just got one for Statsmeyer. It was actually a no interest from February. It was a construction company. Asked for the appointment again, and when he heard the name of our rep there, he was actually the guy who convinced them to move to their current IT company, but he since left that company to become Statsmeyer. So he was like, yeah, he goes, I would absolutely love to meet with him again, get some numbers from you guys. So
set that up for in person on Tuesday next week.
Who else?
I had a couple today. 403 Tech had someone, he's based out of Minnesota, but they have a Calgary location with 150 users. He needs someone who can help him out in that territory, so looking at pretty extensive co-managed services for 150 people. Built up, got a golf course that's having active leaks, and then got a meeting with Elite with an MLS team, so 400,000 square feet. We're going to talk to him about preventative maintenance.
Gabe?
Yeah, I got one for Infinitech. It's actually with a financial institution, and they're kind of like basically run by and they have about 170 users, and actually called the sales guy over there that I set it up for, and he said he's actually been trying to track them down for a really long time, so it should be pretty solid. No, my client was trying. Yeah.
That sounds good. Who else? Sean, you got a couple today?
I got one today. I got one for Maintenance of America. It was with a communications supply company. Called their facilities manager on his cell phone. I know we had spoken to him a couple times. He said that he was open to having us swing by next week to meet up with him and do a walkthrough. It's a 206,000 square foot facility, I believe, so we're going out there next Thursday at 10.
I had two. I got one for my client in Memphis with the CFO of a private equity firm, just looking to see what else is out there and open to comparison. And then I also got one for my client in New Orleans with the CIO of a manufacturing facility. They have 200 users, 20 locations, just kind of open to seeing what else is out there, and they are looking at cybersecurity assessments.
I got one for Armor. It's with a big Catholic high school out there. It's about the one building we're meeting that's 87,000 square feet. That's with the maintenance guy. They've had leaks pop up in the past, none yet, but the roof looks terrible, so we're going out there on Monday.
I got an appointment this morning for my client in Fargo. I spoke with the warehouse manager at a pretty big building. It's around 60,000 square feet. They got a EPDM roof mixed with a metal sheet roof. So we're going out there next Wednesday at 10. We'll give them a quote for the damages they have from the hailstorm, and we're also going to give them a quote to repair some leaks they have on their EPDM roof. So it should be a pretty good morning for them next Wednesday.
Got one for my commercial cleaner down in Dallas. I reached out to a telecommunications supply company. I spoke with their facilities manager, and he was open to having us swing by and doing a walkthrough for their facility. Nothing currently in place right now. We were going to be close, so he was open to having us come by and check out the facility. Square footage on that one's about 210,000 square feet. Should be a really good one, and I'm pretty excited to see where it goes.
First try, right here. There we go. That's money. There! Yeah, I called it. That's right. Now get on the phone. First try. Let's go call our shot and make it on the phone. All right.
I got one for my Austin IT client today. Spoke with the dentist office. They have an in-house IT guy. They've had him for quite a while, but they've never had any managed service provider or outside guy on like any lists or any records or anything like that. So we're gonna go out there on the 15th, kind of have an introduction with them, see if we can work with them down the road. So should be a good one.
I got an appointment for my janitorial client out in Louisiana with a college that's about 3.6 million square feet altogether. They currently have something in place, but they're open to looking at other quotes. So we're gonna go out there next week and see what we can do for them.
I got an appointment today for my client in Canada. It's with the collision repair shop. They have 2 locations, about 10 users. They have someone that they are dealing with right now, so they're open to getting other pricing, so we're going to go out there next Wednesday.
So I got an appointment for my Pennsylvania client. Basically, her firm, she's got a lot of pain. She doesn't like her current MSP for a lot of reasons. She said that they're not responsive in emergency reactive situations like, you know, they don't get in until 8:30 a.m. You know, late at night, it's really hard to get a hold of them. There's not really a partnership there. they reactively take care of their IT issues, but it's not like a true partnership. I mean, those were her words specifically. And she doesn't get a whole lot of like recommendations or advice. She has a lot of issues that she needs help, like roadmap, planning everything out. She wants more than just someone she can call to do IT. She wants someone looking out for her at all times that also is available for emergency situations. So a really great chance to promote what the real relationship looks like. Also having a technological background to give her advice and help them map out their goals so they don't have to worry about it. Should be a good one.
I got an appointment for my solar client over in Reading today. It's with an agricultural manufacturer they manufacture the chemicals they use at farms and all that fun stuff, and their power bills are pretty high. They're with the notoriously bad energy company up there, so we're going to come out there next Friday and see if we can lower the power bills. I'm pretty excited about this one.
So just got an appointment for one of my clients in Nebraska. It's with a big school out there. They're about 90,000 square feet. Spoke with the director. He said that they have leaks that pop up recently. They did get them fixed, but the roof did not look very well. It's an older roof. And he wants to have a relationship, so we're going to go out there, do an inspection. There should be some repair work that comes out of that as well, so that's next week, and it should be a pretty good one.
I got an appointment today for my commercial cleaning client down in Texas. I called up a distribution center. Their warehouse is going to have some specialty cleaning, also wanting to bid for weekly cleaning. So it's about 660,000 square feet, so we're going out later this week.